body of a Monroe County man is recovered from the Delaware River after he went under yesterday in Pike County. That's our top story tonight on the BRC 13 News Hour. I'm George Roberts.
And I'm Marie Johns. Rescuers were called yesterday afternoon to a report of a capsized kayaker in the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area.
Now we're told bystanders were able to bring the Blakesley man to shore about 2 miles downstream near the Bushkill access point. News 13's Nicole Walters joins us from the Delaware River at Smithfield Beach with more. Nicole.
George, the river may look calm and beautiful today on the surface, but underneath could get you into trouble fast. Officials say the victim was not wearing a life jacket.
We had 2 kayakers head out from Bushkill Access, heading to here at Smithfield Beach. And about 2 miles in the trip, one of the kayakers hit some rapids, overturned his kayak.
The 54-year-old Blakesley man didn't have a life jacket and didn't make it. We're told rescuers were on scene in about 30 minutes yesterday afternoon in Pike County as bystanders were able to bring the kayaker to shore near the Bushkill access point.
River is full of steep drop-offs, underwater hazards, and so you can't always see to the bottom, so it's really hard to determine how safe it actually is, so you always use an abundance of caution.
Quakertown resident Sarah Jarrett had to learn that same lesson the hard way, but she feels lucky today to have a second chance.
I flipped my kayak and I wasn't wearing a life jacket and it was scary. So we'll be wearing our life jacket this time.
She's heading out with Edge of the Woods Outfitters in Delaware Water Gap. Safety is their main focus, and their #1 rule is to always wear a life jacket anytime you are on or near the water.
Guests who come to any of the river companies are all given safety briefings and made sure that they have the correct equipment. When personal boaters go out, like, they may not know how deep the river is or how strong the current can be, and they may not have a life jacket, and that's unfortunately where a lot of accidents can happen.
Officials say there have been over 100 drownings in the recreation area since 1971 because they weren't wearing a properly fitted life jacket. So heed the warning in Monroe County. Nicole Walters, News 13. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Police are investigating an assault at a Monroe County pub. Officials say the victim was threatened and assaulted by a man at the Philly Pub Bar on Main Street in Stroudsburg. The suspect is described as having dark curly hair. He was wearing a gray collared shirt and white pants. The victim sustained minor injuries. The suspect fled the scene in an unknown direction. Anyone with information on the identity of the man is asked to contact Stroud Area Regional Police. 2 men are charged after attacking each other at a Wayne County golf club. It happened at the Cricket Hill Golf Club in Hawley. Police say 62-year-old James Higgins lives in an apartment above the club's maintenance building. He doesn't work at the course, but Higgins tells police he was fixing a ditch on a cart path when golf course superintendent 56-year-old Hank Graw of Honesdale jumped on him, punching him in the back. The superintendent claims Higgins has been doing unauthorized work at the club for the past 2 months. When he told him to get off the course, Higgins jumped onto him. No injuries were reported during the incident. Harassment charges have been filed against both men.
A Monroe County animal shelter takes in 10 abandoned cats, most of them kittens. They were left in a garbage can in the parking lot of a Stroudsburg business. Awesome Animal Shelter came to the rescue. They found 1 adult cat along with 4 8-week-old kittens and 4 more kittens that are only 4 weeks old. Officials say some were suffering from a slight upper respiratory infection, but the shelter was able to help them all. No word on who left them there. Pennsylvania State Police are looking for a missing man in Pike County. Troopers say 37-year-old Michael Grimm of Milford left his home in an unstable state and is considered endangered. He drove off in a white Toyota Corolla with Pennsylvania license plate LYJ 3664. It's believed Grimm may be driving to a location in Virginia Beach. He was last seen wearing a black T-shirt with white paint stains on it and black shorts. Grimm has multiple tattoos on both his arms and his head. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to contact state police. Well, the day started cloudy and humid, but then the sun broke out this afternoon.
Ben Semrick is in with our first look at the local forecast. Hi, Ben.
Hey, guys, that humidity was thick in the air. It was making things a little bit uncomfortable out there, and it was nice and warm too, but it wasn't necessarily hot, at least not as far as the temperature goes. but between the humidity and that heat, the real feel was a lot hotter. So we do have a low pressure system in control, and with humidity like this, it always leaves room for those potential thunderstorms. Now that's can possibly be the case tomorrow afternoon as well. Remember, on these hot summer days, there's always that chance, so you want to be a little extra careful, but not something you want to change your whole day around. So be ready for that tomorrow and Saturday as well, as we have a small cold front that moves in. It's going to cool things down just a little bit early next week. We're going to have more on that in the full forecast coming up later. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Ben. East Stroudsburg is looking to make its community the best hometown for sports. The borough wants to unite all local sports coaches and build a stronger youth sports program in the Poconos. Organizers say they want to address affordability and collaborate on fundraising, grants, and field scheduling. It will help athletes move from youth to college sports.
Sports, the arts, and other things like that pull multi-generational families together. I had a great time playing sports as a kid in East Stroudsburg, and I know a lot of people here tonight did the same. So I wanted to see how we can pull resources together, apply for grants, and try and maximize everything for the kids. Our big thing is just so kids can have a great time playing sports, so we could do the same thing here for the arts and other recreational activities. We got great facilities. We want to make them better.
The borough is looking to meet regularly to grow the sports community in East Stroudsburg.
Officials working on making the Scranton to New York City Amtrak passenger train a reality say they're entering the second phase of planning. Pennsylvania Regional Authority gave an update this week regarding the proposed passenger train. Budgets, preliminary engineering, and other work is now being done, and officials hope this stage will be completed by the end of the year, so the project can advance to stage 3 with final engineering by this time next year. They say PennDOT has taken the lead on the project, which could run over $1 billion. Coming up next on the BRC 13 News Hour, Lackawaxen prepares to honor author Zane Grey this weekend.
Plus, a Pocono winery is expanding into the Lehigh Valley.
Advanced planning with Campton Funeral Home gives you the time to consider all options,
allowing you to make decisions that reflect your lifestyle and budget and provide comfort and peace of mind to you and your family. Pre-planning with Campton Funeral Home.
One thing we've learned, uncertainty is no one's friend, especially when you're hurt on the job.
More than just the injury, you're unable to provide for your family, not knowing what's going to happen next.
Will you ever be whole again?
We bring experience and fight to your case, and we meet with you locally, in person, to calm the uncertainty.
In matters of workers' compensation, trust the personal touch of Strubinger Law in case you need us.
For 70 years, Hager Furniture has called historic Palmerton home. Come visit our showroom under our famous red awnings. We offer gallery after gallery of affordable, quality American-made furniture, bedding, flooring, indoors and out. At Hager Furniture, we make dreams come true with the area's largest selection of double-sided mattress sets, as well as specialty beds and heirloom quality Amish-made furniture. Eastern PA's complete home furnishers, Hager Furniture Company in historic downtown Palmerton.
Advanced planning with Campton Funeral Home gives you the time to consider all options, allowing you to make decisions that reflect your lifestyle and budget and provide comfort and peace of mind to you and your family. Pre-planning with Campton Funeral Home.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of
Patriotism represented by the American flag. Our military men and women pay a very high price to secure our liberties. That's why we offer American and military flags made in the USA. With our patriotic room, you'll find a place for patriots and veterans to share stories.
We'd like to invite everyone to the flag store, where we're proud to honor those who serve.
Liberty and justice for all.
Well, there's a literary festival in the Poconos for the whole family this weekend, and it involves a famous author. News 13's Preston Earler has more from Lackawaxen.
Zane Grey was famous worldwide for his Western genre novels. But did you know he lived and wrote along the Delaware River here in Lackawaxen? He did. And this Saturday, there's a free festival celebrating the author and his resplendent former residents.
So we're so excited. This is our 19th festival. We're in our 19th year, and the Zane Grey Festival really focuses on literacy. So we want folks to, even though we highlight the beautiful area that brought Zane Grey here, we focus on literacy. So there's a children's scavenger hunt. There's lots of different programming throughout the entire day. So there's really something for everyone.
The author of A Paddler's Guide to the Delaware will be speaking. There will be a live barbershop quartet, as well as horse-drawn wagon rides and crafts for children of all ages. Several of Zane Grey's most famous books were written here at his home in Lackawaxen.
A lot of his books actually got turned into movies, which further popularized his fame. Riders of the Purple Sage, which he did right here in Lackawaxen, is his most famous work, but he actually wrote hundreds of novels during his lifetime. Not all of them written here, but quite a few of them.
But with his popularity growing, Zane Grey and his wife moved to California to be closer to the movie industry.
A lot of his books got turned into movies later in his life.
The Zane Grey Day Festival is this Saturday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. But the story doesn't end there. After Zane Grey moved to California, he never lived in Lackawaxen again, but ultimately he did return here.
He's buried very close here. He and his wife Dolly are both buried here. You probably can't see it from where we are, but just a couple properties over, there is a very small local cemetery, and that is where he and his wife are buried, and you can still, visit them today.
Reporting from Lackawaxen, Preston Erler, News 13.
A Pike County program wants to spread the word on what they offer for neglected and abused children going into dependency court. The CASA program connects children with volunteer advocates to gather information and ensure a child's best interests are represented in court. The group attended the Pike County Commissioners meeting to present its new video they intend to show children before court to reduce anxiety.
It had come to my attention, and we all know how much anxiety there are for children who are going to court. I had numerous school officials and actually a SAM executive had come to me and said this was really a concern. Hopefully we can just show it to as many kids as we can and show them that court may be scary, but everyone there cares about them.
Commissioners presented awards to the two kids who helped make the video. A Monroe County winery will be opening a new location in the Lehigh Valley. Blue Ridge Estate Vineyard and Winery will be opening a shop at the Lehigh Valley Mall. Officials say the new location will open at the site of the former Pocono Brewery Company tap room. The facility will offer wine tasting with chocolates, dinners, and rotating menus on Fridays and Saturdays, along with live music and brick oven pizza. They're expected to open sometime this summer.
Residents in Pike County with worn license plates will have the opportunity to get a new one. State Representative Jeff Ulsimer is hosting a Replace Hard-to-Read license plate event at the Pike County Training Facility in Lords Valley. Officials urge people to pre-register for the event on Representative Ulsimer's website. That runs from 9 till 11 a.m. on Saturday. License plates will be inspected for replacement that day, but your new plate will arrive in the mail at a later date. Humid week continues as we near the weekend. Ben has our weather.
That's right, George. We have some heavy air hanging around that's making it feel warmer than it actually is. Stick around for the full forecast coming up next.
Plus, a motorcycle group is holding a fundraiser in Pike County for a 2-year-old battling leukemia. And in sports, the Rail Riders look for their 4th straight baseball win. The highlights are coming up.
For 70 years, Hager Furniture is called Historic Palmerton Home. Come visit our showroom under our famous red awnings. We offer gallery after gallery of affordable, quality American-made furniture, bedding, flooring, indoors and out. At Hager Furniture, we make dreams come true with the area's largest selection of double-sided mattress sets, as well as specialty beds and heirloom quality Amish-made furniture. Eastern PA's complete home furnishers. Hager Furniture Company in historic downtown Palmerton.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of
Patriotism, represented by the American flag. Our military men and women pay a very high price to secure our liberties. That's why we offer American and military flags made in the USA. With our patriotic room, you'll find a place for patriots and veterans to share stories.
We'd like to invite everyone to the flag store, where we're proud to honor those who serve.
liberty and justice for all.
Weather is brought to you by
Family owned and operated Getz Personal Care Home, along with their caring, compassionate staff, has been providing a warm and loving home for over 50 years. Visit our website or call to schedule a personalized tour and have dinner with us.
Well, we've got some excitement. It's a full buck moon tonight.
Are we going to see it, Ben?
Well, we do have some clouds moving through. It's not going to be the best, but you know what else is going to make it difficult? It's the smallest moon of the year because it's the furthest away from Earth. So it is the smallest, but that's not why they call it a buck moon. They call it a buck moon because it's this time of year that we start to see the antlers come up on bucks. So this is when they start to grow their new antlers. That's when that moon's the furthest away. But today, low pressure system in control. Always that chance of thunderstorms when we have these conditions with that high humidity, but we did still get to see the sun. It was hazy though with that humidity. You couldn't see too far, at least on a nice clear day. You could still see good and far, but not like that. Now, if you are up in that northern part of Wayne County, you want to be a little extra careful. There is that chance tonight that you get some of that hail and those 50 to 60 mile an hour winds. Once you head south of that, though, the chances really do diminish as those scattered storms go through. And even those are not necessarily likely. We're looking at about a 30% chance of precipitation throughout the whole night because they are very scattered. But we have two big bands going right around us, as you can see, one to the south of us, one to the north of us. So that's what we're seeing right there on the radar, not coming far behind. So you see some of the red stuff, some of that heavier thunderstorms that we were talking about. But again, it's always in this unsettled weather, it's always a flip of a coin in the afternoons or in the evenings for these thunderstorms. Wilkes-Barre 89 right now, 84 down there in Philly and Allentown, 79 in Binghamton, 82 over here in Erie. So it looks like Wilkes-Barre wins it at 89, good and hot there. 84 up there in Bethany, 85 for Beach Lake, Honesdale, 87 in Waymart. Nice and sunny in Wayne County, 80 degrees in Greentown, not as sunny at the moment. 87 for Hemlock Farms, 82 for Digman's Ferry, Bushkill 84, Mount Pocono 76, that's a higher elevation, 84 there for Stroudsburg, 83 for Salisbury, Creskyville 87 degrees. Doug Dahl was out in Milford today and got us this beautiful shot over there at Kennedy Triangle Park. Very good. You can see not too much movement in the trees. We didn't really have too much wind right now. 83 degrees, only 2 mile an hour wind, but that humidity 54%. That's going to continue to stay there and climb a little bit as we go into tomorrow. Probably drop early in the morning, and then we're going to see it, around afternoon tomorrow, and then creep up a little bit during the day or evening tomorrow. This is what we're expecting tonight. As you can see, again, very, very scattered storms moving through that northern part. Good chance you don't see any actual rain. Honesdale 71 degrees at 115, Milford 72, same with Stroudsburg. So it is not going to be a comfortable night out there with that humidity high and temperatures not dropping too much more than that. But if you're in Cresco, you'll get down to 67, so still a little bit warm out there, partly cloudy, humid, 5 mile an hour wind. And then tomorrow again, small chance of thunderstorms in the evening, 83 degrees right around 3 p.m. tomorrow. So very similar to today, which was, again, close to 86 with a low of 67. Saturday, similar conditions again, but temperatures are dropping down to 82. And then Sunday, 84 with a low of 67. But Monday, we drop down to 79 as we have a small cold front, some cooler air coming our way that's hopefully going to push some of that humidity out as well before it warms right back up. And it looks like we have some sunny days after that.
Yeah, we got some good summer going on.
How about it?
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Well, a Pike County community rallies to support a child battling cancer.
A fundraiser is being held this weekend to help out the family. The Midnight Suns are a charitable motorcycle group solely helping women, children, and veterans. This Saturday, they're holding a poker run fundraiser to help Derek White, a 2-year-old battling acute myeloid leukemia. They'll meet at 6 West Bar and Grill in Shahola. The ride will make stops across the county.
This is a child that got sick from a local family. I can't stress enough how close it hits home to me. They're great, hardworking people, but it just goes to show you that really the worst can hit the best of us, and we want to help, take a little bit of the load off for them. We're part of the community, and we want to help that out. So it really makes me proud of the community as a whole, just to see everybody come together to help out such a noble cause.
All vehicles are welcome. Registration starts at 9 a.m. and all the proceeds from the event will go toward Derek and his family.
It's time now for sports.
And Mark joins us with minor league baseball.
Yeah, one team playing well. The Rail Riders had a chance to move into first place in the IL East. Plus, it was an odd finish to the summer for Kent Post and Norco Legion. That next.
News 13 has tickets for one lucky viewer.
Have you ever wished you could have the authentic Journey experience with the masterful voice of Steve Perry and the chemistry of the original band? Now's your chance to get really close. Separate Ways, the band, the ultimate tribute, defies description with 5 amazing musicians recreating the music of Journey. Don't miss Separate Ways, the band, at Penn's Peak, Saturday, July 12th.
Plus, we have a pair of tickets to the show for the 13th caller at 610-826-9213. Good luck.
Not everyone has the need or the means for a full-service funeral. The Eastern Pennsylvania Cremation Society offers a simple, dignified, and affordable approach to cremation care. Cremation value with or without a memorial service with the convenience of planning from home. It's as easy as going online and following our simple step-by-step process, pre-planned or at time of need. Serving all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Visit us at easternpennsylvaniacremationsociety.com.
Wow! 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 Wow!
The flag store in Scioto, PA really delivers the factor. Decorative flags, yard spinners, hot air balloons, kinetics, statuaries, and of course, American-made U.S. and military flags. The flag store is proud to honor those who served. Stop in and take some home with you.
Wow! And we'll see you at the flag store.
Sports is brought to you by Penn's Peak, the Lehigh Valley and Pocono Mountains premier entertainment venue. This week, Friday, Buddy Guy, and Saturday, Separate Ways. Visit pennspeak.com for tickets and a complete event lineup.
The only thing more depressing than a season coming to an end is the fact that Love Island is having its summer finale this Sunday. Bummer. Kent Post needed a win over the Wanderers to advance in the Norco Legion playoffs. Instead, the Kent guys found themselves needing another player. Let's go to Bethlehem and pick this up. Top of the first, it's Vinny Gambino at the plate for Kemp, and he grounds the second. They got to slow down now. They're waiting for a guy to get to the game so they have the correct amount of players, but Paul Macaron, he'll go down swinging there by Fakiri Conway. And then Colin O'Connor grounds a short. Faith forced the second. That's the third out of the inning. So tick, 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 tick. Here comes the clock. It's ticking. Kemp's got to get a guy on the field. They have 8 guys. That's not enough. They need 9 to continue the game. And as you see there, if you count it real quick, that's 8. And this game would be called due to a forfeit due to lack of players from Kent Post. And the Wanderers advance the final 2 games to 1, the best of 3. Well, change has been good for Scranton Wilkes-Barre after finishing in 5th place in the IL East during the first half. The Rail Riders looking for a 4th straight win and a share of first place in the second half when they hosted Buffalo. Let's go to PNC Field. And in the bottom of the first, C.J. Van X pickoff throw into right. Jesus Rodriguez scores 1-0 Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Later in the frame, T.J. Rumfield dumps one into right center field. Spencer Jones will score 2-0 Rail Riders. In the bottom of the third, Rodriguez 2-run home run makes it a 4-2 lead for Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Then it's Nicky Lopez into right field. That will score Jones and make it 5-0. Top four, Michael Stefanik hooks one to left field. That's a solo shot, makes it 5-1. And then in the bottom of the fifth, Jones at the plate. This, pretty much center field. That's a solo home run, makes it 6-2. Rail Riders. And then in the bottom of the eighth, Lopez into right center field. He'll roll around the bases with a triple. Rumfield will score. Scranton Wilkes-Barre with the win, 7-2. Now the Iron Pigs had helped the Rail Riders with a win over Syracuse. It would put Scranton Wilkes-Barre in first place, currently tied after the win. Parkland grad and Lehigh Valley pitcher Gabe Moser looking good. 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts for Lehigh Valley. But Mets had a pretty good starting pitcher on the bump too, Nolan McLean. 6 innings, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. McLean lowers his ERA to 2.52 on the season with that outing. Then in the top of the 7th inning, it's Donovan Walton off the relievers. Through the left side, Kyle Stevenson coming in. That gives the Iron Pigs a 1-0 lead. Then in the bottom of the 9th inning, Drew Gilbert up to the plate. He knocks one through the right side. Gilberto Celestino scores, and that ties the game at 1. A couple batters later, Joey Meneses lines to left field. Pablo Reyes coming in, and Syracuse walks it off. The final 2-1. We'll talk Jazz Fest coming up later on in the show.
All right, sounds good, Mark. Thanks. Well, this weekend, the Wayne County Arts Alliance is hosting its 22nd annual studio tours.
Visitors can check out 20 different artists in their unique studio spaces across the county. Paintings, ceramics, sculpture, and much more is on display. The gallery tour at the Arts Alliance in Honesdale gives attendees a sneak peek at what each artist has to offer.
Here in the gallery, we have an exhibit that includes 2 pieces of artwork from each of the 20 artists, and you can come, see, decide you absolutely have to see more of this one, grab the brochure with a map, and decide who you want to go see and which artist you'd like to talk to and meet.
The tour is free to the public and will run tomorrow through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day.
Coming up in the next half hour on the BRC 13 News Hour.
The summer of 2025 is one of the worst tick seasons in years.
Plus, officials in Lansford are working to lower the speed limit on borough streets.
Our latest contest has lucky viewers making a splash in the Lehigh River, biking through the Poconos, or blasting on the paintball fields.
Here's today's Splash and Blast winner. They get 2 free tickets to their choice of biking, skirmish, or rafting at Pocono Whitewater.
Winners are announced during our live news hour every day through the end of August. Enter now on our website for your chance to win.
Let Mint Salon and Spa and Jim Thorpe create the perfect look. Our experienced stylists use the latest techniques, incorporating ammonia-free hair color for healthy, beautiful hair. Just relax and let our professional staff take care of all the details. From natural looks to the latest style trends, our staff will make sure you are ready for your close-up.
Patriotism, represented by the American flag. Our military men and women pay a very high price to secure our liberties. That's why we offer American and military flags made in the USA. With our patriotic room, you'll find a place for patriots and veterans to share stories.
We'd like to invite everyone to the flag store, where we're proud to honor those who serve.
Liberty and justice for all.
So who's coming to Musicfest this year? On August 2nd, don't miss the Avett Brothers. The Black Crowes take the Wind Creek Steel Stage at PNC Plaza on the 4th. Third Eye Blind returns to the Fest on the 8th with special guest Boys Like Girls. And the Black Keys close out the Fest on the 10th. For tickets and more info, visit musicfest.org or download the free Musicfest app powered by PNC. Musicfest 2025, August 1st through 10th, with a special preview night at Steel Stacks on July 31st. We'll see you at the Fest.
The summer of 2025 is shaping up to be a severe tick season. BRC 13 News Hour continues. I'm Marie Johns.
And I'm George Roberts. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say this is one of the worst tick seasons in years, especially in the Northeast.
But there are things you can do to prevent being bitten and potentially getting Lyme disease. News 13's Rachel LaCroix joins us from Franklin Township with more. Rachel.
Marie, naturalists say the best offense is a good defense when it comes to dealing with ticks. It starts with avoiding uncut grassy areas and staying on a clear pathway in the woods, as well as wearing the right clothing.
Long sleeves are better, and some people even go to the extremes of making sure that their cuffs are buttoned or even taped because it keeps insects from going up underneath the cuffs. Ticks are generally closer to the ground. If you tuck the cuffs of your pants into your socks, it gives you a seal from bottom to top, and it gives you a better chance of catching those things before they end up on your skin.
You can also take it a step further and wear insect repellent.
You probably are familiar with things like DEET, which are really good at, say, keeping away mosquitoes, a good general insect repellent. Something a little more effective against ticks would be permethrin, but permethrin comes with some precautions. You've got to use it according to the label instructions. It's not something you should ever put on your skin. It can go on your clothing, it can go in your backpack, it can go on your tent.
And you can use permethrin to kill ticks while they're still in the larval stage and feeding on rodents where they pick up diseases.
You can take cotton balls, wet them down with permethrin, stuff them in a paper towel tube or a toilet paper tube, and what happens is the mice will come and take that cotton, take it back to their little nests, their little burrows, and any ticks on those mice will die from that.
But if ticks still manage to latch onto you, you want to be careful with how you remove them. Your instinct could be to just rip them off, but officials say that's not the best solution. You should use fine point tweezers or a tick twister.
Take the tick twister and slide it on the flat and then just give it a twist, and the tick will come right out. And the way that works is their mouth parts are hinged. They work both this way and forward and backward. So when you twist them, instead of pulling them out straight and having them hanging on, those hinges will flex, and it takes them out in the exact opposite direction that they went in.
If you do pull a tick off yourself after a bite, you can send it to the tick lab in East Stroudsburg to get it tested for Lyme disease. Reporting in Carbon County, Rachel LaCroix, News 13. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. Mahoning Township is going the extra mile to curtail speedsters on area roads. Supervisors invested in a speed radar sign back in 2023. The township sees its fair share of lead-footed drivers. They wanted to add precautions to prevent accidents. Now the radar sign is ready to go to help keep drivers stay safe and be mindful.
It's all set up and ready to go. He just wants to get a plate on it that says property of Mahoning Township Police Department.
Supervisors did not say which road the speed sign will be posted on or when it will officially be placed.
Lansford officials want to conduct a traffic study in an effort to reduce the speed limit from 25 miles an hour to 15 on its streets. Now, this would apply to all roads except Patterson Street since it's a state highway. Council says a company under contract with PennDOT does the studies at no cost to the borough. Some residents aren't confident reducing the speed limit will curb the speeding problem, but council wants to take the process one step at a time since the study will temporarily mean some changes.
When they do the study, they're going to take away some of our parking spaces in town. You're going to lose angle parking spaces on Ridge Street. You're going to lose parallel parking spaces all through town because they're going to make you conform to the state guidelines.
Council says the move to explore lowering speed limits comes after a request from a resident who wanted to post a slow children at play sign to alert drivers to slow down.
Coaldale could have regular police coverage before the end of the summer. The borough will be combining forces with Tamaqua Police for shared coverage. Tamaqua officials say they're in the process of conducting interviews. 3 officers to be hired by the Tamaqua Police Department will be dedicated to Coaldale. Council is hopeful they'll have coverage once again by the end of August. Coaldale has been without its own force since the beginning of the year and has been relying on state police for coverage.
Well, if you spent any time outside today, you know it was a humid, cloudy day across the valley.
Ben Stemrick is in with our first look at the local forecast. Hi, Ben.
Hey guys, that's right. Now we didn't have those dark, stormy clouds hanging around, but you had those hazy, thin clouds just about everywhere, where it kind of kept you from seeing far. And as you can see on our satellite and radar, that's going to be the case for the next several hours going into tonight. Now, tomorrow we're going to have some nice sun, but again, these small scattered thunderstorms are moving through, as you can see a little bit over there, over on Stroudsburg. So it might just cause a little bit and then move right through and hopefully not last long. But that's been the case, or could be the case for the next couple days as this humidity hangs around. But we do have some cooler air moving in and things are going to cool down. We'll have more on that in the full forecast coming up later. Back to you.
All right, we'll check back in. Thanks, Ben. A Lehigh County man is facing charges after talking with a 13-year-old girl on a dating app. Police say 37-year-old Warren Batts of Slatington began a conversation on a social media dating app, and he offered to pay the victim $200 to hang out and party for free. The suspect arranged for the two to meet and drove to Bensalem in Bucks County to bring her back to his home in Slatington. The child was unable to leave, so the suspect returned home. Police say Batts asked the victim to send explicit videos to make up for their failed meeting. Batts is currently being held in the Bucks County prison on $10 million bail.
Lehighton Council makes a unanimous recommendation to the governor to fill a vacant emergency management position. Dylan Saunders was chosen from 3 interested candidates. He will be considered for the open spot of emergency management coordinator in Lehighton Borough. Some council members questioned whether there's a conflict of interest, since Saunders is the son of Lehighton Mayor Ryan Saunders. The mayor says it's not a conflict since the coordinator is a volunteer and does not report directly to the mayor. The position opened in May after Joe Flickinger resigned, citing concerns for his safety. Lehighton is also looking for interested candidates to fill the open position of Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator.
Well, Weisport has debuted its new borough website. Council says they now have access to the new site and started adding important documents like right-to-know requests and leasing agreements.
So I put the moving permit on there that they can print out. They can print out the park lease agreement now. I put all of 2024 minutes. 2025 minutes are there up to excluding the 16th because we were approving them here.
The website will also have a calendar of events, ordinances, and upcoming meeting agendas. You can find them at weisportborough.com.
Coming up on the BRC 13 News Hour, a new cafe can be found inside a train car in downtown Jim Thorpe.
Plus, it's time to stuff the bus in Schuylkill County. Your connection to your community, because most, we are News 13, serving the Poconos and the Valley.
For over 30 years, Palmerton Garage Doors has been serving the Lehigh Valley and Pocono regions, offering all your installation, repair, and maintenance needs. And as a service to the community, we're posting videos, tips, and helpful content to our Facebook page.
Like what to do when an uh-oh happens. Tutorials and updates on the newest technology available at facebook.com/Palmerton Garage Door.
We love garages, we'd love to do yours at Palmerton Garage Doors.
A cemetery memorial is an important reflection of the memories you share with your loved ones. Walters Monument is privileged to help you express that love with personalized service and our quality custom monuments. We offer on-site monument cleaning and repair and specialize in custom granite projects and brick engraving. Plan ahead with our pre-need monuments. Walters Monument, serving Carbon, Schuylkill, Luzerne, and other surrounding counties for over 30 years.
So who's coming to Musicfest this year? On August 2nd, don't miss the Avett Brothers. The Black Crows take the Wind Creek Steel Stage at PNC Plaza on the 4th. Third Eye Blind returns to the Fest on the 8th with special guest Boys Like Girls. And the Black Keys close out the Fest on the 10th. For tickets and more info, visit musicfest.org or download the free Musicfest app powered by PNC. Musicfest 2025, August 1st through 10th, with a special preview night at Steel Stacks on July 31st. We'll see you at the Fest.
Not everyone has the need or the means for a full-service funeral. The Eastern Pennsylvania Cremation Society offers a simple, dignified, and affordable approach to cremation care. Cremation value with or without a memorial service with the convenience of planning from home. It's as easy as going online and following our simple step-by-step process, pre-planned or at time of need. Serving all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Visit us at easternpennsylvaniacremationsociety.com.
Downtown Jim Thorpe welcomes a new food spot right along the railroad tracks. As News 13's Kendall Thomas tells us, King Cole Cafe is officially open for business and attracting tourists.
If you've taken the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway, you've probably stopped by King Cole Cafe's snack counter. Now the cafe has expanded, opening up shop right next to the tracks.
We opened up last Friday, and the idea was just to bring more options to the town. The town's always growing and expanding, and we wanted to grow along with it and just provide tourists and locals more options.
With a nod to one of Jim Thorpe's most popular attractions, the cafe is housed in an old train car.
We like to keep things kind of old school but modern here, so what better than to do it in a train car and kind of just bring the history back to Jim Thorpe.
For those boarding or getting off the train, this is the perfect spot to grab a quick bite.
We offer hot dogs at the moment, and we're expanding. We're going to offer hamburgers. We have some prepackaged sandwiches, just candy, snacks, a lot of grab-and-go things that's very accessible and easy to get off the train and grab and then enjoy the rest of the town.
With the number of tourists that come to town on a daily basis, the cafe is expecting a lot of customers.
Today we've had quite a bit of business. It's been really great, and everybody's been very supportive of us. We think it's going to be pretty good, especially when the trains come in on the weekends. There's a lot of people in town, and we work alongside the other vendors and local businesses to provide added amenities for our tourists.
Kramer is excited to serve all the tourists that stop by.
We want them to have the full experience of riding the train, whether they come into our cafe and purchase stuff to take on the train or elsewhere, and they can take their food right on the train no matter where they buy it from, but we're just happy to be a part of it.
King Cole Cafe is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends. In Jim Thorpe, Kendall Thomas, News 13.
A credit union opens outside the Carbon Plaza Mall in Mahoning Township. First Commonwealth Federal Credit Union held its grand opening today. Though not new to the area, the new location on Route 443 will attract new customers, but also benefit existing members. The old location inside the mall had limited space.
We came up and we were visiting inside with Rhonda, and we're watching the lines. We had no idea because just within 6 months, all the banks, or many banks, had closed. So we couldn't believe the volume difference in like a 1 year period. So we saw this, we talked to Rhonda, and found out we needed to leave. And so to see it in actuality now, I can't even tell you how great it makes me feel.
The First Commonwealth Federal Credit Union officials say the new building allows for shorter wait times.
Well, it may still be July, but one organization is already preparing for the new school year. Schuylkill United Way is holding its annual Stuff the Bus Drive. The program aims to collect all kinds of school supplies, including pencils, crayons, and notebooks, to be distributed to students in Schuylkill County. Volunteers can donate items at 20 different locations, including Hope and Coffee in Tamaqua, many public libraries, and local banks. They're hoping to collect enough supplies to fill over 2,000 book bags this year.
The humid week continues with a chance of some thunderstorms. Ben has the details.
That's right, George. The uncomfortable humidity is going to be hanging around, but we will still see more sun coming our way with some possible thunderstorms. We'll have more in weather next.
Plus, Mahoning Township Lions get the community together for an ice cream social. And tonight on the Night Report at 10, a Monroe County municipality looks at implementing a tax to help the fire department. More tonight on the Night Report at 10 and 11.
Not everyone has the need or the means for a full-service funeral. The Eastern Pennsylvania Cremation Society offers a simple, dignified, and affordable approach to cremation care. Cremation value with or without a memorial service with the convenience of planning from home. It's as easy as going online and following our simple step-by-step process, pre-planned or at time of need. Serving all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Visit us at easternpennsylvaniacremationsociety.com.
Wow! 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 Wow!
The flag store in Scioto, PA really delivers the factor. Decorative flags, yard spinners, hot air balloons, kinetics, statuaries, and of course, American-made U.S. and military flags. The flag store is proud to honor those who served. Stop in and take some home with you.
Wow! And we'll see you at the flag store.
So who's coming to Musicfest this year? On July 31st, it's Megan Maroney. Then Riley Green takes the Wind Creek Steel Stage at PNC Plaza on August 1st. Don't miss Darius Rucker on August 3rd, and Jordan Davis takes the stage on the 9th. For tickets and more info, visit musicfest.org or download the free Musicfest app powered by PNC. Musicfest 2025, August 1st through 10th, with a special preview night at Steel Stacks on July 31st. We'll see you at the fest.
Weather is brought to you by Keller Williams Real Estate. Buying, selling, or investing. Contact award-winning real estate agent Donette Troxel. Serving the Tri-County area.
Well, we might see more thunderstorms tonight, but we'll definitely have a full moon.
That's right. And that full moon is what's known as a buck moon.
Yes, and as we talked about earlier, we might have a tough time seeing it tonight as we have some clouds moving through, but it's also because it's so small, because it is the furthest moon from the Earth of the year. And also, as we said earlier, we call it the buck moon because this is the time of year where deer start to get their antlers. The male deer their antlers will start to grow in. So that's why it's called the buck moon. Now, we talked about it a little bit. There is a chance of some thunderstorms tonight and into tomorrow, but remember, they are scattered. So if you get hit with them, it might not last long at all. Even if it's some heavy rains and gusty winds, it's going to get right on through there, especially tonight. Tomorrow in the evening, we might have a higher chance, but that's been the case over the past few days and it hasn't necessarily materialized. But as that humidity is high, and as you can see, we have those two bands to both sides of us, one staying south and sparing us from what we thought was going to be a whole lot more rain and thunderstorms today. So we are thankful for that. Right now, Tamaqua 85, same with New Ringgold, 86 in Pottsville, 82 for Shenandoah. You see a little bit of clouds here and there. Jim Thorpe seeing some showers at the moment. For the most part, though, good and sunny, 85 in Lansford. Look, 86 in Palmerton, nice and sunny. Right down the road, though, Jim Thorpe, 90 degrees, and again, showers, because those real small cells are moving through. 84 down there in Allentown, 85 for Bethlehem, and Easton, Lehighton, 90, seeing some of those showers as well. Ryan Scheidt was out in Tamaqua today, and you could see that kind of bland, blown out sky, and that's because those clouds were just everywhere. They weren't those thick, billowy clouds or those dark clouds that we're used to. Look at that beautiful garden at the Tamaqua Art Center. There's some blue that we saw poking out with one of those darker clouds, but as you see it on the side of it, that was just more what we were getting today. Mostly cloudy right now, 85 degrees, 3-mile-an-hour wind, humidity 53%. Now tomorrow that humidity is going to pick up a little bit. We might even see some fog in the morning because of that humidity. As those temperatures start to rise, don't be too surprised. Here we go. What are we looking at tonight? Temperatures dropping, 72 degrees in Jim Thorpe, right around 145, 73 for Pottsville. Allentown going to be at 72. So anticipate those dropping a few more degrees throughout the night, but it is not going to be a very comfortable night out there with those temperatures around the 70s and the humidity. So be ready for that. If you're in Whitehall tomorrow, 85 degrees, 4 p.m. is when we're expecting those, again, scattered thunderstorms to make it through. But as you can see, a good amount of sun as well, maybe a little bit 10 a.m., but at the beginning and the end, still a good amount of sun, especially right around commute time in the morning. So that's always nice. What about the weekend? Again, that's going to be the case for Saturday. Sunday, not so much. We're going to have a nicer, sunnier day, but those temperatures going to be on the rise for Sunday. Let's take a look. Tomorrow, 88 with a low of 70, 84 on Saturday with a low of 69, and 85 on Sunday. But Monday down to 81 degrees. So we do have some cooler air moving in. We should be pushing some of that humidity out, and it's going to start to feel a little good. But as you can see, not long past that sun comes back out, and those temperatures pick up back to the mid-80s.
Well, that's summer, and
That's
it's
right.
here. We're right in the thick of it.
Yes, we are.
Thanks, Ben. Well, summer is the perfect season for a block party.
And local fire companies making sure no one misses out on the fun. The Bowmanstown Volunteer Fire Company will be hosting its summer block party this Saturday. Guests can enjoy an afternoon of family fun with activities for all ages, as well as live music and local vendors. The event was created by the Bowmanstown Fire Company along with 2 other community organizations to get people socializing with their neighbors.
Years ago, everybody would always say there's nothing to do in town. Nobody ever does anything. So we got the 3 groups together, created the event, and we've had some small success, and we're hoping each year that it gets bigger.
Festivities will run from 1 p.m. till 9 p.m. For more information on this and future events, you can check out their Facebook page.
It's time again for sports.
And Mark's back with a big event coming to the area.
Yeah, it grows every year. American Jazz Fest returns next weekend. We'll have details. Plus, they helped Northwestern win state soccer titles. Now they're moving on. Tiger college signings next.
Experience Country Inn & Suites. Get away and relax in our heated indoor pool or outside by the fire with a refreshing treat. Our spacious rooms are ready to welcome your whole family, pets included. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast every morning and high-speed internet all the time. Our meeting rooms are the perfect place for your business conferences. Country Inn & Suites on Interchange Road in Lehighton. Relax, the rest comes easy.
So who's coming to Musicfest this year? On August 2nd, don't miss the Avett Brothers. The Black Crows take the Wind Creek Steel Stage at PNC Plaza on the 4th. Third Eye Blind returns to the Fest on the 8th with special guest Boys Like Girls. And the Black Keys close out the Fest on the 10th. For tickets and more info, visit musicfest.org or download the free Musicfest app powered by PNC. Musicfest 2025, August 1st through 10th, with a special preview night at Steel Stacks on July 31st. We'll see you at the Fest.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of
Patriotism represented by the American flag. Our military men and women pay a very high price to secure our liberties. That's why we offer American and military flags made in the USA. With our patriotic room, you'll find a place for patriots and veterans to share stories.
We'd like to invite everyone to the flag store where we're proud to honor those who serve.
Liberty and justice for all.
For over 30 years, Palmerton Garage Doors has been serving the Lehigh Valley and Pocono regions, offering all your installation, repair, and maintenance needs. And as a service to the community, we're posting videos, tips, and helpful content to our Facebook page.
Like what to do when an uh-oh happens, tutorials and updates on the newest technology available at facebook.com/Palmerton Garage Door.
We love garages, we'd love to do yours at Palmerton Garage Doors.
Sports is brought to you by Kayaker Furniture on Delaware Avenue, Palmerton. Your local source for quality Lazy Boy recliners. Family owned, serving Eastern PA for 3 generations. Visit us at hagerfurniture.com.
They helped the Northwestern boys and girls soccer teams win PIAA championships last fall. Now several of those Tigers are moving up to the next level. Nathan Kinsel has announced that he has signed with Ursinus to play soccer at the college level. And Jack Morrow will take his offensive prowess to East Stroudsburg University.
I went up for a visit. I love the campus. I love the coaches. I know a bunch of the guys, and it's D2 soccer. It's great soccer. I feel like I can bring speed, aggression to the midfield, while also still playing some good balls and scoring some goals.
Northwestern also has 3 girls from its state championship team moving their games to a higher level. Sienna Flores will play at Marywood University. Brooke Balliet has signed to play soccer at Millersville University. And Paige Bissell will continue her career at Virginia Wesleyan University.
Virginia Wesleyan was just a place that I clicked immediately. The girls were so friendly, and I could definitely see myself being there for 4 years and playing with soccer. They're so successful, so I knew it was a place that I wanted to attend right when I got on campus. I'm hoping to be very offensive-minded, bring some speed and technical capabilities to play on their team as well.
Obviously, picking a college isn't always the easiest. You're given a lot of options in some cases, and you just have to evaluate where you feel like you're going to fit the best. But Millersville felt like my second home, and I think it's kind of ironic because they're still black and gold, just like Northwestern. I think I have a lot of different qualities on and off the field. I think I could bring a lot of speed and movement to their team, and off the field, just a lot of chemistry on and off the field.
Jav Fest is coming back to the Poconos. The ever-popular event brings the best javelin throwers from across the country to East Stroudsburg South High School to compete and learn at the highest level. This year, Jav Fest will run on Friday and Saturday of next weekend. That is July 18th and the 19th. Cavalier track and field coach Barry Cromis runs the event, and he's looking forward to hosting a slew of athletes and coaches at the two-day event.
On the first day, we're going to have like a low-key clinic. It's going to be like a 2-hour short clinic, and it's not going to be really intensive in terms of like physicality, because we want the guy. They're going to compete later on that day, the kids. So we want to kind of give them a clinic that gives them the mindset to kind of like throw far during the meet. And then the next day on a Saturday is going to be the bigger clinic. But that first day we're going to have like a 2-hour clinic, and then we're going to start with some of the high school competitions with the novice competition. It's going to be like people who are new to the javelin, and then the emerging elite competitions, and then the open men are going to be Friday evening then. So it's going to be that's going to be Friday. Then Saturday is going to be our more intense clinic in the morning. Sean Fury, two-time Olympian, he's in charge of running the clinic, and he does a fabulous job. I believe this is like his 4th, 5th year running the clinic portion of Jav Fest. And then that later on that day is when we're going to have our elite men and elite women, and the best high school and best high school girls in the nation are coming right here to throw.
This is the 11th year for American Jav Fest at East Stroudsburg South. Got some heavy hitters coming in there next weekend, and a new runway there too for them to throw off of.
Definitely something to go see.
Yeah,
Mark.
it's exciting.
All right, thanks. Well, finally, nothing says summer like an ice cream sundae.
The Mahoning Township Lions Club gets the community together to enjoy a sweet treat while also raising money. Last night's ice cream social was at the Chapel Grove Pavilion. It's a time when the community comes together to enjoy ice cream and hamburgers at an affordable price.
It helps us raise money to benefit the food pantries, the ambulance, the fire company who we make our donations to every year. We keep it traditional every year. We've been doing it about 9 years now, so we keep everything the same, and people just keep coming back.
The Mahoning Lions Club will hold its next ice cream social on August 13th.
It sure looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Got to get some.
Yeah, and that's the BRC 13 News Hour. Thanks for watching.
And News 13 continues tonight at 10 with the Night Report on Blue Ridge Stream and cable. We'll see you then.
Somebody should have told you I'm way up on the grind and I won't lose. Shake up, make bucks, then I'm on to the next